Alright, I think it's time for a new Ramble video. Um, what have I been up to since the last one? Basically, after I finished that 1,000 Zulrah grind, I got the blowpipe and everything. Um, I already said I was going to do some Slayer. I have done some. I don't even think I've gained that much XP wise because most of it's just been bosses. So I already said I wasn't doing that, but yeah, boss Slayer's pretty slow. I didn't realize exactly how slow it's gonna be. So like, so far I haven't had that many tasks. Off the top of my head, I think I've done some DKs, which I've already done before. So like, I was aware of that one. It was not too bad. It's actually one of the faster ones for a boss task. But like, I also did some Calphite Queen for some wines, and that one was longer, and I thought that was a long one, but then I got Abyssal Demons, which I did at Sire, and like I don't, I haven't done many other boss tasks yet, because dude, Abyssal Sire tasks are like over 10 hours to do, because you get like uh, over 200 Abyssal Demons, however much you get, and it's just, I don't know. Obviously I'm not the best at it. I just learned the boss, but it takes a really long time. But so I guess I didn't realize how long it was gonna take, but I mean, even with that, I'm still enjoying it and having fun. But it's not a lot of Slayer XP per hour or anything. Like even if I do Abyssal Demons, and it's like 160k XP for a task. I mean, it still takes forever. But so that's what I've been doing. Getting a good amount of strength XP mostly, and hit points and stuff. Um, and then basically whenever I'm not slaying, doing boss tasks or whatever. Um, I also do the clues that I get. Here, I got a couple on the ground. Keep stacking them up. But I do all the clues that I get, so they're slowly stacking up here. I got 200 beginners on the go here, 4 cheesies, 86 mediums. The mediums actually, haven't done it in a little while, but every once in a while when I get bored of what I'm doing for the day, I'll just go and spend a little time at Eclectics, and I just do some medium clues. So I even have some banked, some Magpie banked, and Ninja 5 Dragon Implings, and some Nature and Essence for more jar generators and stuff. So yeah, mediums and hards are just starting to stack up again from going back to Slayer. You don't necessarily get that many from boss tasks. Like boss tasks usually drop maybe elites now and then, but so hards just comes down to whenever I get tasks that aren't boss tasks, just normal Slayer tasks. Then yeah, 22 elites are up there, and a couple masters just from a couple. I've turned in a couple for masters from clues that I just elite. Mostly it's just elite clues are the only thing. Like I can do all the steps for all these tiers, but elite clues there's just a couple steps. Like I don't have a Bob shirt yet, so that just comes down to doing some more clues. But whenever I get that step, I just chuck it in for a master, and yeah, I've been able to do the masters, even though there's quite a few steps I can't do. But luckily, I've been able to do them and stack a couple up. Well, and then this totems and brimstone keys are gonna start stacking up as well. But I mean, brimstone keys don't really stack up that fast because I don't do that much Konar. I just do it on my 10th task to see if I get some extra points. But honestly, I don't know how worth it is because it seems like whenever I go there, I get so many bad tasks in a row, and I'm just canceling them. So I'm using a bunch of points. So it's sort of, I don't know how much it's actually helping me to keep doing the 10th at Konar and whatever. But that's what I've been doing. And obviously, I've been doing a lot of wood cutting. This is my like go-to whenever I need to AFK. When I'm eating or whatever, really, like anything. If I can't really be paying too much attention, or if I just want to relax a little bit, take a little break. Like sometimes, doing a long boss task, you do it for a couple hours, and then your wrist starts feeling not hurting, but it's just you're feeling it. And, you know, you get tired of stuff. You just got to break it up sometimes. So do a lot of wood cutting when I need AFK. Um, the other day actually, because usually my go-to is wood cutting, but the other day I went and did some cooking, up to over 14 mil cooking, just from like I had sharks and some monkfish and stuff. Don't even remember where I got them from. Probably Kraken or something. But I just needed to top up from obviously doing boss tasks. I used some food, so I needed a top up. So I decided to AFK that for the day instead of my usual wood cutting. So, but wood cutting's getting up there. I mean, we're almost 25 mil wood cutting, and yeah, it just keeps slowly going up there. So we're getting there, right? So it's nice. Still no wood cutting pet though. It's one of the few. I don't even know skilling pets. Where is it? I mean, I could go all pets. Where's skilling pets here? Yeah, I don't have it, but I have like two of all these other ones. So stupid. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's sort of weird about my account is basically I have 9 pets, but for 6 of them, right? That's 6. Yeah, 6 of them. I've gotten 2 of them. Like obviously Skatizo whatever, Kraken sort of whatever, Phoenix okay, but thieving and farming and agility got him twice, and then Rift and stuff. So I don't know. I just find that sort of weird for the account. Oh, and another thing I wanted to show you guys. It's about 14 Herblore here. But if I look in here, I recently got over 10 mil Herblore XP in the bank, which is that's a lot. I mean, that's an Iron Man's dream, right? So I just have a ton of Herblore in the bank. I mean, I could show it. I can show the herb tab. Why not? Let's just show the herb tab. It's pretty nice. So if you look in here, I don't have all the secondaries. I still need like over 1,000 Mortmire fungus, a couple thousand chocolate dust, a couple thousand red spider eggs. I do have enough energy. I just obviously haven't made them yet. But yeah, look, it's a good amount of herbs. I haven't been doing herb runs because I don't have that many seeds right now. But I do have some packs to open up soon. Might I don't know if I'll do that now. Nah, I'll do it in a little bit, but still doing my contract, so getting the seed packs. But yeah, I haven't been. I haven't put these in like unfinished potions yet, just because I don't know. There's gonna be a new Herblore minigame. I don't know how it's gonna work. Like, I'm just on the off chance that you need to bring your own herbs in, which I mean, looking at every other minigame in the game, there isn't really that precedent yet, right? Because you know you don't need your own essence for Guardians of the Rift. You don't need your own logs for um, Winter Todd. You don't need your own fish or anything for Tempera. So it's probably fine. Probably don't need the herbs, but it's nice to just have a bunch of herbs, clean herbs, just ready to go. And I can, I mean, they'll take 2 seconds and just a ton of money just to put them all in the vials at the guy. So it's not a big deal. So I'm just leaving them as they are right now. But yeah, I need more dust technically to cover that. Snape grass, I'm good. Yeah, those I'm good. On Eyes of Newts, fungus. Yeah, like I said, I need more fungus. Ton of limpwort. I've been farming those. Like I don't know, sort of an addiction, I guess. And then yeah, I need more red spider eggs. So that's just gonna come from doing Serachnus. I just want to do more Serachnus for that. Yeah, the chocolate's just buying. And white berries, I got enough. Got enough cactus. Enough crushed nests, which is nice. Just birdhouse. I do a ton of birdhouse runs. And wines, I don't have enough wines, but that's why I want to do the Calphite Queen. It's actually last Calphite Queen task. I don't even know if it's in here. Just a sneak peek to what I've been doing. Calphite Queen, oh, it is in here. Oh, yeah, I got like 480 Wines of Zamorak in 146 kills on my last task. So sneak peek to the next video. But yeah, so it's like quite a few tasks. But I mean, I'd love to get the pet there. It's a really cool pet to have. So I'm not I'm not too bothered by it. Doing some Calfucking for that. Ton of Torstals, which is gonna be super combats. Even some weapon poison plus unfinished. And some caviar. So like, even though it says here, where is it? This thing that I have 10 point, like almost 10.2. This caviar is not in the calculator. Like I can't. Maybe one day they'll add it, but the caviar is going to be another 50 plus XP per potion or whatever. Probably use it on like I usually do magic mixes and stamina and maybe defensive strengths, whatever. So uh, that's also more XP right there. Oh, I didn't realize I have that many dragon scale dust. That's nice. Um, so yeah, and and another thing I wanted to show. I just want to show I'm over 40,000 redwood logs from FKing them, so that's pretty cool. Looks like it's time for a birdhouse run. One of the obviously new content is like Volamore came out. Um, Now there is some cool stuff there, but I haven't actually done anything there. Like the most I've done really is just use the herb patch for when I was doing farm runs. But since I'm low on seeds, I haven't done a farm run in a while. But I haven't done anything for Coliseum or for Moon's Apparel. Although Moon's Apparel is definitely something I'm gonna do a good amount of, I think, because I think they're all pretty obviously. Well, the one for the Master Clue step, the blue stuff, is pretty relevant. But the melee one also seems pretty relevant for me, just because of obviously it has a strength bonus and all that. So pretty relevant to get since I don't have bandos or anything. But I haven't touched any of it yet. I don't know when I will, but I don't know. Probably would be beneficial to do it now, but I'm just doing Slayer and stuff. So actually, one of the main things I wanted to talk about in this video is obviously you can see I have some clues on the ground, right? There's such a big uh, conversation around stackable clues. A lot of people want it. I mean, I don't know. Some people probably don't want it. I feel like most people probably want it, but people just with the update of they stay on the ground for an hour. I mean, people are basically saying that it's stackable clues with extra steps and all that. Just because like now you can technically have I don't know 100 clues on the ground, and it's like you're not gonna. It's not like before where you'd actually be afraid of like losing one because you have to keep resetting it every step and everything. But yeah, obviously now it's just chuck it on the ground, lasts an hour, you're good, no big deal. You don't need to worry about it. An hour is such a long time in terms of like juggling clues, right? So um, I'm still. Ooh, another clue. I'm still sort of undecided how I feel about stackable clues, just because I feel like. Here. I don't know. I just feel like stackable clues. I don't know if it's necessary in the game. Like, obviously, everybody who wants stackable clues. I guess my question is like, why? Like, what's the reasoning there? Because I know like RS3 has stackable clues, obviously, and I've played a lot of RS3 and I've done a lot of clues on RS3 for stackable. So I guess there's just a lot of questions around stackable clues, like how are they actually going to be implemented? Because they could be bad and they could be good, I guess. I'm still sort of undecided, but like I guess the questions is like, is there a limit? Like probably yes, I would say. But then the next question is, well, how much, right? Like how much is the limit? Is it something like 5, which would be rather low but somewhat reasonable, or is it more along the lines of like 10 to 20 or something? But then is like it's just an arbitrary number at that point, right? Like it could be anything. You can put it 100, you can make it 1,000. Like I don't know, right? Like does it matter on what tier it is? Like are you gonna make beginners like way higher just because they're easier and faster to do? So it's like might as well have them like at 100, so you can just stack up 100, do them all in a day. Maybe as they go up, they go lower and lower, or they're all the same, or it's the opposite, or the I don't know. Um, so I guess that's the first question is like what the limit should be, and then another question is like a lot of people are coming with the idea of like, oh, with combat achievements, you can extend your limit so you have more clues. I don't necessarily love that idea because I feel like people who really love clues and people who really love bossing aren't necessarily like the same type of people. But it could be whatever. Like I don't really care too much because if they're stackable, it's like whatever. An extra limit is just quality of life, I guess, at that point. So it's doesn't really affect too much if you're not a combat achievement guy. But I mean, that's another question, right? Does is combat achievements a way to extend the limit by a couple, like whatever? And then I guess the whole idea behind the limit is like, well, does that technically nerf the current way of doing it? Like the current way of doing it is you could just spam opening implings and keep dropping your clues and just have like 20 clues on the ground or 30 clues on the ground and then go and do them all, you know. And you can even sort them by like clue type, like if they're in the wilderness or whatever, right? While they're on the ground. Whereas like stackable clues, if they're implemented like they were implemented in um, leagues, they would you'd only be able to open one at a time, so you'd have to do that one before you can open a new one, right? So then technically it's a nerf because you wouldn't be able to like sort them if they're in the wilderness to like not have to re-gear and stuff, right? And also, if the limit for stackable is only let's say 5, then you're getting nerfed even more because like obviously you wouldn't be able to have the 30 that we currently have. Although, are they both implemented at the same time where like you have stackable clues but you can unseal them, so like they're implemented sort of like on leagues, but you can unseal them and then drop them on the ground and then you can still do exactly what we're doing now, but it's just the matter of like being able to have 5 sealed ones or something, right? Maybe like that maybe it makes sense for juggling reasons, like because obviously a big thing of juggling is like some people don't have certain clue steps, so if you have like they don't have the requirements. So if you have, let's say, 5 clues on the ground, you're way more likely to be able to at least, you're using 5 clues to essentially complete one clue, right? You're doing 2 steps on the first clue. Oh, you get a step you can't do. You drop it, take the next clue on the ground, which saves the progress, right? And then you can do another step. Oh, and then you can't do it. Drop it, pick up the next one. You can. Oh, and then you finish the clue. So like you use 3 clues to get one clue, whereas like with the new, if they do stackable, are you not going to be able to because of only being able to open one clue, and then if you can't do it, you drop it, you open a new clue, but then it's a whole new. It resets the steps. I don't know. Is it still gonna have the whole 1 hour timer so you can just drop them on the ground? Because I know on RS3 the way that they work is you can't drop them on the ground. You destroy it. So like if you can't do a clue step, you either destroy it or you have to downgrade it, which obviously is not a thing on old school, but it's the same sort of idea. Like, how is it going to be implemented? Like, that's the biggest question. Is it could actually be a pretty big nerf for a lot of people. Uh, although I feel like it'd be the same. I feel like it'd be the same where you can still drop them like you can now. But it's something to think about because they did change it on RS3, right? Um, so with all that being said, I feel like the whole why question is the most important because it's like why we want stackable clues. Like the people who are already doing the clues and love clues, they're gonna do them whether they're stackable or not. Like the way they are now, people love it. People who don't do their clues, I mean, they're not gonna do the clues if it's stackable. They just have more clues to not do. So I don't know if that's really makes a huge difference. If people like changing their mind, oh, now I'll do my clues because they're stackable. It's like now I'll do my clues because I have more of them to do, even though I don't like doing them in the first place, right? Like those people aren't going to do their clues anyways. So I don't know. And then also, I guess the big one for me that's the odd clue out is the master clues. Because obviously you don't get master clues as like a drop from a monster or anything, right? The master clues are the weird clue that I almost feel like makes the most sense to have stackable in a way, is just because obviously the vast majority of people who get master clues, well, I don't know actually, that's totally unfounded, but I was gonna say the vast majority get them from opening other clues, which I think makes sense. I don't know how many people are turning in all their elites and stuff for masters, but either way, the majority of master clues that come into the game are probably from opening other tiered caskets. So one of the most annoying parts, like obviously it's changed now, I guess, with being able to drop them on the ground, but it was always annoying to get a master clue from your opening, and then your opening takes 5 hours or 10 hours because you're stopping to do all these master clues. And I guess now with the 1 hour timer, you can stack a bunch of master clues on the ground, but then you're still committed to do a big session of master clues. So I don't know. I feel like master clues being stacked maybe makes more sense just because of that. Not have to do, it's not like you're opening implings and going especially for clues. So like I don't know. I feel like it's different, like opening caskets and getting master clues versus opening implings to get the other tiered clues. It just feels like a whole separate thing because you're actually going mostly for the loot and like collection log or whatever. So I don't know. You can already have essentially three masters stacked, not through the casket way, but through the turning it in way, where you just have one master clue in your bank, all the clues you need to make it in the bank, and then all the clues you need to make it in Watson. So I don't know. I feel like even just stacking them to three might make sense. I don't know. Maybe up to five. So then you can do a clue opening. Because a lot of people don't do as big clue openings as like some people do. Some people do hundreds, at a time. And those people take a lot longer to do their clue openings because they're doing so many masters while they're doing it. So I don't know. I think it makes sense maybe to do masters, but not the other tiers. But I mean, at the same time, I guess it's the whole thing with the just drop them on the ground and then do them all after if you want. But I don't know. Ultimately, I'll be happy either way. I don't really think there's a huge need for it, but I don't hate the idea. I'd like my clues, so I don't care. And anyway, I just got 25 mil woodcutting XP, so I don't know. That's all I really had to talk about for now. But oh wait, what? So when you stack easy on the ground, you do that, but beginners they just put a little two. Interesting. So anyway, that's it for this video. I think it's been sort of a long one, but I just wanted to sort of talk about that and let me know what you guys think about that. And if you made it this far, then subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you're into this sort of thing and for the rest of my videos and stuff. So I'll see you in the next video probably with a bunch of bossing progress, Slayer bossing, bossing Slayer, Slayer in the boss. I don't know.